Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dice Commando YouTube channel. I'm Andrew, with you here as always. This is the Commando Cast, a video cast about all things Star Wars Destiny. This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando. Hello everyone, welcome to Dice Commando and the Commando Cast. I'm Andrew here as always, here today to talk about the Extra Life Fundraiser Draft Kit from our friends over at AEGIS Creative and artist Parker Simpson. Everyone, thanks for joining me again today. So I have the opportunity to not only talk about this new product, but I was actually given some cards to spoil and discuss here as well for this product. So just to bring everybody up to speed, our friends over at AEGIS Creative, they are a printing service, 3D printers, all that sort of stuff. We've featured some of their stuff in product reviews before, really high quality stuff. They have partnered with Parker Simpson, whom I think everybody knows him as our local Star Wars street artist, right? Getting those alt art cards in everybody's hands. The two of them have partnered together to make this draft kit. Now, obviously it's a fundraiser, which I think is completely awesome. But there may be a lot of questions like, well, how does this fit in with a renewed hope, faltering allegiances, all this other stuff, right? And the answer is it doesn't, right? So the first thing you'll notice, so what I'm showing right now are one of the cards that they had spoiled actually. This is Second Sister, and what you'll notice right away looking at it is that Second Sister, the card looks different, right? The card looks not like a Destiny card. Now it still has all the stuff there, and the background here is that the AEGIS and Parker Simpson, I mean, obviously Parker owns the art, right? So there's no issues there other than just, it being Star Wars IP, but, that doesn't change anything. But as far as the card templating, what you'll also notice that the icons, the symbols are different, right? Instead of our normal crossed lightsabers, you have something that looks more like a Kylo Ren lightsaber. The resource is the 7 credit, and discard, disrupt, it's all different, right? So why did they do this? The answer is they wanted to avoid any templating or copyright issues altogether there, and they put their heads together and they come up with I think a pretty neat looking card. I know that for me, because I like Parker's art, I think it would be cool if that text box was somewhat transparent, but I'm sure they played around with that and made it, decided that it would or would not work or something like that. But I think it works pretty well. And if what they're trying to do is avoid that altogether, I think it's completely admirable, because they are going to be selling this, albeit for a fundraiser. They are going to be selling it, so they would potentially run into those issues if they were using FFG or Disney stuff, right? So it makes complete sense. So kudos to the guys. I think it's a pretty inventive design. I do like the blue background, and we'll get into some red here in a second. But yeah, so just going over this card itself. So Character Inquisitor, right? Presumably these guys were working on Second Sister well before Second Sister was spoiled for Faltering Allegiances. The two have nothing to do with each other, right? I'm just trying to clarify that there is a Second Sister out there. And again, this draft kit, remember, is designed to be played as draft, whether it be your home cube, whether it be you find some packs out there on eBay or Amazon or whatever for super cheap, or you get some of your LGS for super cheap, whatever it may be. Sit down with your buddies. It's just a new way to draft. I think it's kind of a really cool idea. This is the area they decided to focus on, and I think it's a really neat idea. So Second Sister, you can see she's pretty aggressive for a draft character. 11, 13, 9 is right on. The 3 damage sides is kind of closing in on like what Anakin was, right? But Anakin had that special, which was pseudo conditional. And then her PA, roll a weapon upgrade and to attach this character into your pool and resolve it as if it's showing melee to an opponent's character for free, otherwise remove it. So basically, if it rolls anything that's not a modifier, a pay side, or a blank, you can hit for melee. That seems, I mean, this is way more aggressive than we've seen on certain draft kits, which I think is okay, especially if you're trying to play shorter, right? Because draft often went to time, or close to it, or people were running out of cards in their deck. So I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, I'm as long as all the cards are following the same increased aggro, which it seems to me it would be, I don't think it's a problem at all. Yeah. So moving on, the other spoiler that we've seen from them already came out at the same time with Second Sister's lightsaber. It's kind of ironic if you're looking at the sides on this. So it's a 2-drop, it's fine, right? A 1, a +2, a +2. Discard that's a shield, I believe. The neat thing about it, or the interesting thing about it, is because of the Seven Sisters PA, the +2s actually can't resolve, right? Because they're modifiers. So that's kind of interesting. But if you roll the 1, the discard, or the shield, it would be able to resolve. But while it's on an Inquisitor, you can resolve this die showing a modifier as if it were not a modifier. So if it's on her, you can, right, the 2 do trigger, right? So because you can resolve it as if it's not. So if it's on her, she's got, that's pretty good in draft. Yeah, and then do note the upgrade looks slightly different. They've actually got that cool little box there in the middle. So let's get into my spoilers. So I have the red spoilers. Let's start off first with the character. So this is Wrecker. He's a Force 99 commando. He has 10 health for 1013, which isn't bad. 2 gun, 2 for 1. He has a disrupt, a shield, and a resource. After activating this character, you may reroll one of your character dice showing a blank. If it does not roll damage, you may deal 1 damage to an opponent's character. Okay, that's kind of neat. So after he comes in, he can basically get a reroll, and if you miss, you deal damage. If you don't roll damage, so yeah, what does miss mean here, right? But if you do roll damage, then you have damage on the table. If you don't roll damage, then you get to deal damage to somebody. So I mean, I think that's not bad. Remember, right? We're playing this draft, so it's going to be a 1-die character, presumably, right? I mean, they have the points on there if you want to play it, with your buddies or whatever on the kitchen table in just standard. But I think this guy's pretty. I mean, that's certainly having rollout damage in draft is not anything to sneer at, right? I mean, Dengar was amazing in draft for that reason, and this guy's kind of on par with that, right? His sides are definitely not as aggressive as the Seventh Sister, but he comes in and he does things, which I think is definitely worthwhile. And then last spoiler we have is the ATTE. So this is 3 resource support, 2 gun, 2 indirect, 3 indirect, a shield, and a special. Support enters plays with 3 resources on it. Before resolving this die, remove 1 resource from his support. Okay, so he's on a ticking clock. His special is deal 2 unblockable damage to a character. Spot a trooper to give a character a shield. Well, that's pretty good. 3 is doable in draft. I mean, it's not super easy, but it's definitely doable. I mean, we had Fang Fighter, right? So I mean, that's where my head goes immediately, is comparing this to Fang Fighter. It's better than the Fang. I don't think there's a question there. I mean, Fang Fighter's ambush kind of got weird with Wat Tambor and all that for a while, but I think this is pretty strong. I don't see you not playing. I mean, I think you would play red for this. This seems pretty good. I'll be honest, I think that's the first time I've ever seen Parker draw not a character, so that's super cool. Alright, yeah, so if you want more information, flashing it up on the screen right now, but again, this is a draft set for charity aimed at raising money for Extra Life 2020 and the Texas Children's Hospital. It does feature the new card layout, new symbols, of course, as we talked about. You can buy this in physical sets and digital sets, and December 5th is when we expect to see this hit, and you can do your pre-orders starting on October 22nd, which is this Thursday. So it's actually, as of when this is going up, actually. So starting today, you can get your pre-orders in. So I'll have all the links and stuff below. Like I said, I think this is a really neat product. It's really cool what these guys did in that they're not even, they've totally avoided any potential conflict with any of the other stuff that's going on out there. Like it's just its own complete separate entity. You can, if you want to, from kitchen table standpoint, you can still play it. It's got great art on there and it's attractive product. So I think this is a really neat thing. Good job to Aegis, and I always love seeing more Parker stuff hit the table. So thank you to both of you guys for allowing me the chance to sit here and tell everybody about this. And if nothing else, y'all, go Commando.